January 2009, about the middle of January, the Lord speaks to me one morning in front of the property. He says, Bob, I want you to build that new sanctuary. I mean, just really a strong impression. And, I'm like, Lord, there's a financial recession. Financial markets have crashed, He goes, I want you to build a new sanctuary. And so we follow the Lord on it, but every bank, again, so now I go through contacting banks here locally, California, everywhere, and no one's able to really lend money. Nobody's lending money then. And then we get in contact with a bond company that sells church bonds out of Michigan. And so they're willing to take on the project, but they've got to sell about $1.3 million in bonds. Long story short, the contractor, we're about 3/4 done in this new sanctuary. He goes out of business during the recession. We're in 2010. Yeah. So he goes out of business. The sanctuary's 3/4 of the way built, and we're still trying to get the rest of the bonds sold. We've still got a couple $100,000 in bonds we got to sell. That's when I reached out to ACCU and talked to Bob Graves, who's now retired. And Bob did everything he could to take a look at it, but he said, we just can't. Your building's not finished yet. The economy still is not strong. The market is only beginning to rebound. We just can't take that risk. And I understood that. But when we revisited it towards the end of 2011, 2012, and he was willing, I knew it was a risk for him, a risk for the ACCU. That spoke volumes to me. And as you know, when the whole thing of us refinancing here just this past year came up again out of the blue, had another bank contact us, even some really good terms. But when the day is done, it's like, hey, these folks have stood with us. They believed in us, and so I value that type of relationship and loyalty. Someone that I know has got my back, and that means a lot.